Hello Leo, Leo Rising and Leo Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card forecast for the week starting February 27th, 2017. The last few days of February and the first week of March. Here we go. Don't forget guys, I put up your monthly horoscopes for March already. They're on a special playlist on the main channel page. So what's going on with your astrology this week? Well, in the beginning of the week, we've got Mars opposite Jupiter, currently retrograde, and this is happening between your 9th house of travel, alright, long-distance travel, broadcasting, higher education, government and legal proceedings, as well as your spiritual life and your spiritual practice. And we've got Jupiter currently retrograde in your 3rd house of communications, pacts and promises, and contracts. And this is backup. This is a backup angle. This is the cavalry coming in for you. And it looks to me like if we've been having some kind of trouble reconciling schedules around, say, a travel plan, a long-distance business or romantic relationship, or even trying to get ourselves into a position where, we are maybe going out of our way to promote ourselves. We're trying to attract attention to our resume, or like our LinkedIn account, or our business, our services that we provide. This is where backup is coming, and somebody is going to be stepping up to help you in this area, maybe even going out and working on your behalf. I'm also interested in seeing how this works on the spiritual and academic level, because you may be noticing that somebody, who works for or in your college or your university maybe giving you some kind of shortcut when it comes to finally embarking on your career path, or maybe even, working on a way to find you a shorter way to complete and satisfy some kind of major requirement for a degree or certificate program. Later on in the week, we've got Mercury, the planet of communications, currently in Pisces, in your 8th house of intimacy, shared resources, and your self-employment income. And it's going to be connecting to Neptune. Now, this is a murky angle, and it tends to make things a bit inarticulate, a bit nebulous, a bit vague, and because Neptune's not very good at detail-oriented things. When Neptune and Mercury come together, Mercury kind of gets drunk, and that means Mercury's not good at detail-oriented things either when it's there. And I would be careful at the end of this week. There may be something going on with, a discussion of where to invest our money, how we're saving our money with a partner, maybe a self-employment opportunity that is not necessarily something you should jump off on or bite off on right away. Somebody may be telling you where to put your money, telling you how to change the way you put yourself out there, and it may be all it's not in your best interest. It just might be what they think is in your best interest. This can be very confusing, though. I want you to make sure that we don't sign any major paperwork or we get anything committed to officially at the end of this week. Let's let this actually turn into something crystallized and a real plan. On the intimacy side of things, Mercury and Neptune together can indicate people could be overanalyzing way too much, and again, not even articulating the right conclusions, because they're the wrong conclusions when it comes to love relationships at the end of this week. Overanalyzing gestures, a heavy sigh can somehow turn into a paragraph of complaints. Very important to pay attention to where we have to, again, keep things grounded and centered. Remember, whether or not we get hijacked by crazy zodiac energies is always our choice. So what's going on with your spiritual advice this week? Well, we've got the card of the Initiate upright. So the Initiate is interesting when it comes to your spiritual advice, because this is talking about learning how to kind of go into everything like a beginner, and learning how to treat things like a beginner. Now, the Initiate also talks about knowing how to be inquisitive and ask questions. Sometimes we're afraid to ask questions. We're afraid, oh my god, if I ask too many questions in this interview, the interviewer's going to think I'm stupid, or if I ask too many questions, maybe somebody will think I'm being aggressive, or they're being interrogated, or they think I'm putting them on the spot. I don't want to do that. But the Initiate card upright says indulging that curiosity and learning again it can help other people articulate better, which for a lot of Leo people, you're trying to help a lot of your people in your life learn to articulate and get their feelings out of the crazy town and into vocalization. And with the Initiate card, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to, to ask for more details, but also at the same time, it's not as simple as that. It's also about making sure that you're okay with letting yourself be that curious beginner. Again, like conducting an interview, learning to be curious about somebody is the best way to get somebody open to open up to you, whether it's romantically, professionally, family, anything. So this week, don't be content with just what people throw out there in the beginning, because it might not make any sense. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is actually a really good card to get reversed, because this does talk about some kind of recovery, getting something back. And this could be money that we're getting back this week, this could be property, this could be opportunity, because the Five of Pentacles reversed is sort of filling a hole that's already there, or that's been there, or filling an empty space, or, or replacing something in your finances or in your professional life that's needed to be replaced for some time. It's been missing, either we missed out the opportunity, we felt like we got passed over, we didn't get a chance, or perhaps, again, this is money that maybe we had to spend way too much money, or we lost some hours, or something along those lines. Sales have declined. However, we've got recovery going on this week, and possibly even second chances for you job hunters as well. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, you have the King of Swords upright. So, when I get the King of Swords upright in this area, I don't know, I'm getting an impression from him right now that this is somebody who is trying to help you in some way correct an error, or correct something, a path that we've gone down that we don't know how to get out of. Okay, this is somebody who's coming and helping you correct it, like, I'm going to help you find the U-turn and the shortcut back. Now, if you feel like this might have to do with, okay, I'm swamped, I'm covered in, I've got these bills over here, or I've got these, I'm in over my head with this work project, or I'm in over my head with this relationship situation, or this commitment, or this presentation, or whatever. This King of Swords is showing up to kind of be like, hey, Leo, don't worry about it. Like, let's find a way to correct this issue. Let's find a way to correct it. Let's try to find a way to fix this for you. And with the King of Swords, remember, it is somebody who is a bit of an expert, so we take on that Initiate card, okay? Don't be afraid to be the apprentice here. Don't be afraid, it's not a knock on your self-esteem to be humble, and if anything, it's a sign of high self-esteem and self-awareness. And I think that when this person comes to help you out, let him. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Two of Cups upright. And this card's interesting because all in all, the Two of Cups upright is actually a pretty damn good card. But when it's a challenge, the Two of Cups can say, okay, Leo, this week, how are you going to respond to a heart-to-heart when it's being presented to you? Okay, because the Two of Cups upright is saying that we need to be able to make commitments, and you may be feeling like you're not available for commitments. Now, I'm not using commitment in the way that some people say commitment, where they say commitment, but they mean like 100,000 other things. But I mean like, are we able to commit? Whether it's make a promise, keep a promise, uphold our word, become maybe romantically committed, or possibly anything else, or maybe we're just not resisting it, maybe we just feel like it's not the right time. The Two of Cups upright is all about trust, it's all about open, honest communication, and the challenge is that maybe you're afraid to have that open, honest communication to get towards where we want to go. Because sometimes we're afraid to say things that people will think, oh no, they don't like me anymore. Maybe you're worried about not being popular. Maybe you're worried about offending somebody, or somebody taking it to heart. You can't be. You really can't be. I've had people think I'm calling them out on my YouTube videos, and I don't even know I don't know them, So you can't be afraid to have that open, honest communication. You may have to come clean with it. And it's not even coming clean about anything bad, it's just about giving everyone an idea of where you stand with them. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Hierophant card, reversed. This is an interesting card because we are breaking some relationship rules, but we're doing it together and we're doing it the right way. The Hierophant card reverse can talk about a place where you and a romantic partner, are really needing to look at where are we doing something just because of convention or because of tradition, and does it really actually resonate with us? Are we just doing what we think we're supposed to do because of the age, or the gender, or the stage we are in the relationship? Are we doing it compulsively? Because sometimes doing these things compulsively is the worst reason to do it. And you and your partner are probably going to be getting a lot closer, breaking some kind of convention or tradition that you guys have brought to this relationship that really isn't a fit for you guys, bringing you guys a lot more freedom and a lot more closeness. For those of you who are currently single and looking, the Hierophant card reverse says that I would definitely go outside my type this week. Okay, if you have a type, we all have our type or two. You may find somebody who's totally not your type. Yet interestingly enough, that's only on the surface. They're not your type where it's plastic, but they are your type where it's real. You may want to give them a shot. So that is your forecast, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.